Hello and welcome to, another channel update video. It's one of those videos where I feel like every time I make one, I'm like, hey guys, I'm just going to move the finish line a little bit further back. These bloody 24-hour movie marathons are kicking my ass mentally. I just can't seem to get around to really digging into editing them for some reason. There's a lot of moving parts. But I will have to announce in this video that 24-hour movie marathon 8, the last marathon, will now be postponed until 2021. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to the 1.7 people out there who will be disappointed to hear that fact. But it's just one of those things where I kind of have an idea of where to go with this. Which is what this whole video is about, which is my 10-year anniversary. So just bear with me, and I'll try and lay out my grand master plan, because it's not like me to have big ideas, right? So this is going to be my mission statement for the 10-year anniversary of this channel and how that will tie into the 24-hour movie marathons and many other things. So I think it's April 21st, April 22nd of next year will be the 10-year anniversary of this channel, RazorwireReviews, which has been consistently posting videos. At that point, it'll be 10 years, except for that like 24 to maybe 32-hour period in which the channel was completely deleted off YouTube. If anyone remembers that was a fun couple of days. But otherwise, the channel has been posting consistently for 9.5 years, and it will be 10 years in April. So I was thinking about that, and I used to mark the anniversaries by making a look back video, which would be like a best of compilation clips thing. And I did that every year for a few years, but it ended up being, they just got longer and longer and a bit more redundant. So I thought, well, maybe I could do a 10-year look back video, just a compilation of, cool moments or funny moments or whatever from the past 10 years of this channel. And then I thought, well, why stop there? What else can I do to mark this milestone? And it does, it feels very self-serving to kind of be like, let's celebrate my anniversary of making shitty YouTube videos. But it is a big deal to me, and it is something I'm kind of proud of, not in terms of even the quality or even the quantity of videos I've made over the past 10 years, but the consistency. Like, creatively, this is the most consistent thing I've ever done. I've wanted to write books since I was a kid, and I will go years without writing, and I wish that I didn't. I wish that I would write all the time, and I just procrastinate like a motherfucker, and it never seems to, I can never get consistent with it. But making YouTube videos, which is admittedly a fairly low maintenance thing, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've probably spent thousands of hours editing and making YouTube videos at this point, but some of them aren't all that easy. But for the most part, video like this is just a piece of cake. It's nothing to do, so it's no big achievement, but it's a small victory for me that it's been consistent for that long. I think the longest break I took was like a month in 2012, and then otherwise it's been pretty much regular in terms of putting out videos and stuff. Anyway, so the 10-year anniversary in April 2021, I want to go into that thing with a bang. I want to go nuts like I normally do. I'll get these big ideas, and usually they elude me by the time the deadline approaches, but I really want to try and make this a cool month-long April 10-year anniversary celebration. So there's a number of things I'm going to do to mark that occasion. And the first thing I'm going to do is guarantee you that on April 1st, to kick off the month, 24-hour movie marathon 8, the last marathon, will go live on that day. Then, and to be clear for anyone who maybe hasn't been keeping up with with things, 24-hour movie marathon 8 was filmed in 2019 when me and Connie lived in London, and so that very much marks our year of living there, and was a fairly memorable one for me for a lot of ways. It's a much more different marathon than previous ones, but that is, that's been in the works. By the time it comes out, it will have been 2 years since it happened and was filmed. So that's kind of the timeline we're dealing with here. The 2020 marathon, which is 24-hour movie marathon 9 Generations, that will go live at the end of April 2021, so the 30th of April. So you're going to have this 10-year anniversary month that's bookended by 2 ridiculously huge videos. It's going to be crazy as far as like getting it done, but I think I should be able to do it. I think the 9th one will be a lot easier to edit for a number of reasons, but I don't think that's any less memorable either, because it's a different concept behind the ninth one. So you're going to get two marathons in the same month. Should be fun. And if anyone watches 24 Hour Movie Marathon 8 by the time the ninth one comes out, and then they watch all of that, I will give them a medal for sure. There'll be a lot of content just based on those 2 videos alone, but I don't want to stop there. I've been working on things at the moment, and I would like to see. I'm not even thinking about the whole of April. I want to lead into April with something big as well on top of that. So I've been sucked down the rabbit hole of James Cameron's filmography and world over the past month or so, which I talked about in a previous video. It kind of derailed my whole plans to do horror videos for October. So I have been filming a series about James Cameron's films, and I'm really enjoying doing that, and I'm happy and glad with the progress. I'll leave that in for free, that I've been making on it. I think I have about 6 or 7 videos fully done at this point, and it's going to be a month-long series, 31 videos. So March of 2021 will be the James Cameron month. It's going to be called Cameron King of the World, a bit tongue-in-cheek. I think I mentioned that before. And it's going to start March 1st and go all the way up to the end of the month. 31 videos. You may be wondering, how can you do 31 videos on a filmmaker who's only made about 8 or 9 films? And that is a good question, and you'll get those answers in March. I actually had to whittle it down to 31 videos. There's a lot to talk about. It's the most research I've ever done for a video series like this, but they are very much just 31 videos of me sat in front of this very camera, in this very room, in front of these very lights, just talking the same kind of bullshit that I normally talk, but I'm enjoying doing that. So the Cameron King of the World series will be March. April, boom, on the 1st, we get 24 Hour Movie Marathon 8. At the end of the month, Marathon 9. So what goes on between those 2 huge 24-hour movie marathons? Well, a number of things. There's a few things that I want to do, and a couple of things I want to wrap up. I want to make it like it's a celebration of 10 years, and also let's finish some of that stuff, tie up some loose ends, and kind of, clip all the branches, or at least some of them, right? So one of them, which is a very easy one to do, I think, will be the Road to Avengers Endgame. That was a series me and Connie did in 2019. We watched all of the Marvel movies and gave our quick kind of movie vlog style thoughts on each film. I did a trailer reaction for Endgame, and then we did a spoiler-free review of Endgame, but we never did the full spoiler discussion, which, knowing me and Connie and how much we love that film, would probably be like an hour-long gush fest. So I'm going to conclude that series. We still need to do a video on Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel, which were both too fresh at the time of Endgame coming out, that we didn't revisit them, because Captain Marvel came out 2 months before it, so that wasn't one we're going to go back to immediately. So there's only 3 videos to do for that. It's Ant-Man and the Wasp, which we recently rewatched, so we'll do that video soon. Captain Marvel, and then we'll do a big, wrapping up of that whole thing with Endgame, which by the time April 2021 rolls around will have been 2 years since Endgame came out, to give you a little bit of an idea of how much I really do procrastinate. But I can push the procrastination even farther back into the past, because another series I'm going to conclude in April is the Yes Trip series. Yes, I've promised that so many times. And if anyone's unaware, because there's always new viewers to the channel, in 2014, me and Connie, my fiance, went to America for, I think it was about a month, like 3.5 weeks. And we went up and down the East Coast, New York, Philadelphia, up to Canada very, very briefly, all the way down to the Carolinas, to Atlanta, Florida, over then to New Orleans, through Alabama, and then back again to New York. It was a big trip. We vlogged all of it, and I've posted most of those videos. But I put a lot of effort into the editing of those videos, so it's not something I just throw together quickly. And it's been 6 years. Yeah, it's been 6 years. And there's about 3 episodes left. So I want to wrap that up for April of 2021. So that should be doable. The stumbling block on that one was I wanted to show some clips from Monday Night Raw in New Orleans, because there was a moment where Connie puts her hand up and it's kind of on live TV, and I've been fucking scouring for that moment for years, and I finally found it. So, it's one of those things where it was just it was an excuse for me to just put it off. Oh, I need to find that clip, and then I just never look at it. So those 2 series, Road to Avengers Endgame and the Yes Trip of a Lifetime series, will both be concluded in April of 2021, and it doesn't stop there. No, The Epic Film Challenge 2, 1,001 movies you must see before you die. This is where like Daisuke's head is just like spinning because Daisuke is very overwhelmed by the amount of series that I have on my channel. He doesn't know how I keep up with all of them. I don't know how I keep up with all of them, but the Epic Film Challenge 2 has been a 7-year running series at this point. I think currently there's about 266 reviews posted on the channel. I have about 10 or 12 already filmed that haven't been edited yet. And I would like to reach the 300th episode in April. I already have that filmed, actually, so I think that'll be doable. I just need to really keep on top of it and make sure I get it up to 300 by April. And that series, I mean, when will I ever get to the 1001 video of that series? I don't think I ever will. I honestly don't think I'm going to finish that because it's just... It's just I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole other topic, but I'll try to at least hit 300 episodes. That'd be a nice milestone to hit for April. And it doesn't stop there. One more thing. There's one more thing, and this one is fairly low maintenance as well, like the James Cameron series. It'll just be me talking to a camera. But I would like to do, and kind of get to something I've wanted to do for about 8 years, actually. See, this is where you start to feel really old, because I'm thinking about, you know, the YouTube videos I've made over the years, and it seems like I've just been doing this for a few years, but it's like, no, I literally was thinking about this series of videos 8 fucking years ago. And that was the last time that I did a video about my favorite films of all time. I did a top 20 favorite films video in 2012, and I thought I'll expand upon this and do like a top 50 or something. It never happened. So I'm going to do a top 500 favorite films for April, and I've pretty much worked out what those 500 films are going to be. I need to like do a little bit of trimming. I think I have a list on Letterboxd, a private list of about 550 films. And, you know, you think it's a bit of an extravagant list, right? But I have seen on Letterboxd, I think I've logged over 2,000. So it'll be like the top quarter films that I've seen, I guess. But I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a very long one, probably multiple videos. I'll split it up and everything. But that'd be a nice thing to mark the 10-year anniversary as well, to kind of just talk about my favorite films and kind of get into that. And that should be pretty fun. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. I was toying with the idea of also doing like the complete Blu-ray collection overview, like a 2020 version, but I'm not going to promise that at all. And I'm sure I won't get. There'd probably be things that I'll kind of not deliver on by the time we get to April. But I think what I've outlined here is pretty reasonable. Like if I'm thinking about the work it's going to take to do it, and that is another thing. It will probably take me a lot of time to prepare, meaning there might not be as regular videos as I would like. So just be wary of that, I guess. Be warned. That's kind of the phrase I was thinking of. So I'll just be prepared that there might be some little kind of blips in the upload schedule where there's just not anything going up, and just know that everything's okay. I'm just working on shit, you know. And I've said that before in the past, but you know, it's always been like, don't be surprised if videos start drying up a little bit. But I might feel like doing more. And most of the time I do just film random things, so it should be fine. But anyway, April 2021, 10-year anniversary. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope it goes as well as I would like it to. And I hope by the end of April next year, I'll feel like Bilbo on his 111th birthday. And I'll think, okay, now I can take a break for a little bit. I'll probably have like a month off or something. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan moving forward. And that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. Okay. There was one other thing, actually. I'd love to finish my Twin Peaks series, but that's something where like each video I do like get pictures and clips from the episodes, and it's a time-consuming process, so I wouldn't even dream of promising that or even hinting at it, but I guess I just did hint at it, so I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to do that. It's yeah, that's another series that's kind of fallen way by the wayside. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to fully pick it back up again, but you know, one can hope that I can muster up the energy to do that one day. Anyway, right, I'm rambling off. I can literally, if this video was like a train rolling along the tracks, I can feel the tracks just slipping away right now. I'm really rambling and getting tired actually while I'm doing this video, so I'll leave it there. That's the channel update. There we go. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, I guess.
It's alright by me. Apart from the fact he throws cans of Carlin into a tree. Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah, he's really cool. But he's not quite as cool as you, 'cause